สวัสดีค่ะ and welcome back to Edward Insight here on GBN Station. You are now with me, Gonkano Ishitpan. As always, I'll be here giving you weekly updates on Buddhist activities from around the world. Let's get started. On August 19, 2020, Venerable Professor Dr. Parat Pariyat Kavi and other university committee members welcomed United States Ambassador to Thailand, His Excellency Mr. Michael George de Sombre, who paid a courtesy visit at Mahachulalongkorn Rachavidyalaya University, the oldest Buddhist university in Thailand. They took a tour around the university campus, paid homage to the Buddha statue in the Obasot Hall, visited the wall paintings exhibition on Tsunami Thailand 2004, and finally offered food to the monastic monks. The U.S. ambassador then gave a speech to over 200 monks on the history and importance of religious freedom in the United States and Thailand. He said, by embracing freedom of religion, a country will grow stronger and flourish. By empowering people to pursue their own faith, countries like the United States and Thailand build foundations of tolerance and trust that benefit societies. In such societies, interfaith cooperation flourishes and religious communities contribute significantly to social welfare and serve as a moral compass to their nations. A giant statue of Buddha in China has had its toe dampened by floodwater for the first time since 1940s. It is normally high above the waterline, but the area has been hit by the worst flooding in 70 years. The 71 meters tall statue, a UNESCO heritage site, was carved out of a rock face in Sichuan province around the 8th century AD. More than 100,000 people have had to move to safety. The statue is a hugely popular attraction and often included in cruises along the nearby Yangtze River and Three Gorges. State media says 180 tourists had to be rescued from the site as waters rose. According to the Sinha State's news agency, a traditional local saying holds that if the Buddha's feet get wet, Lushan will flood too. Sichuan province has activated its highest level emergency response after weeks of heavy rains caused record high water levels with no sign of it ending soon. A virtual meeting of the Bangladesh cabinet, chaired by Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina on 27 July, has approved a draft agreement between the Lumpini Development Trust of Nepal and the government of Bangladesh on the construction of Bangladeshi Buddhist Monastery. The proposed monastery will be built in Lumpini, the birthplace of the historical Buddha. The construction was initiated with the personal interest and planning of the Bangladeshi ambassador to Nepal, Mashfi Bint Shams, and the first secretary consul, Asid Baran Shakar. Avaro Islam noted that Lumpini Development Trust had agreed and approved all activities, including design, through Bangladesh Ministry of External Affairs, with an estimated construction cost of $6 million. He added since it was an agreement with another country, the matter had come before the cabinet for approval. Located in Rupandehi district of Nepal's province number 5, Lumpini is one of the most important spiritual sites in the world for Buddhist pilgrims. Lumpini is the home to a number of old temples, the most sacred among them is being Mahadevi Temple, marking the site that archaeologists have identified as where Shakyamuni Buddha was most likely born. Inscriptions on a nearby pillar of Asoka also refer to as the spots of the Buddha's birthplace. In 1997, Lumpini was officially listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. In recent years, the Bangladeshi government has launched a number of projects to showcase the country's Buddhist legacy. In 2015, in collaboration with United Nations World Tourism Organization, Bangladesh for the first time hosted an international conference titled Developing Sustainable and Inclusive Buddhist Heritage and Pilgrimage Circuits in South Asia's Buddhist Heartland in Dhaka. The event was an open dialogue for sustainable development and the promotion of cross-border tourism circuits and routes in South Asia and the Asia-Pacific region. Last week, Luang Pinik had introduced us the life of a young novice in Wat Ban Khun, Chiang Mai Province, Thailand. And just like I promised, today we'll be watching the second part of this special documentary. Let's get started.
What you have been witnessing is a place called Wat Ban Khun, a beautiful temple located in northern Thailand. Wat Ban Khun is a sublime setting, fertile ground for extraordinary transformations. Founded 18 years ago, the temple sprawls over 96 rai, or approximately 38 acres, and is currently home to nearly 200 novice monks. These devotees are aged 12 to 18 years, many of them brought to the temple by extremely poor families, hoping for a better future for their young sons. Many novices at Wat Ban Khun come from Thailand's hill tribe people, villages in the country's remote northern areas. Poverty is widespread and severe in many of these villages, and the temple offers a sanctuary, an escape from the lack of opportunity that pervades such places. Secondary school is often beyond the financial reach of highland families, so Wat Ban Khun is often their only option to further a child's education. Pra Kru Sangwon Rasitichod is the temple's abbot, who ensures the welfare and spiritual health of his monks, teachers, and students. With no television, phones, or social media distractions, the young novices learn to focus on the essentials of mind and body. At Wat Ban Khun, these young novices receive food, a safe place to stay, and a quality education. They learn to read, write, and speak several languages, including Thai, English, and Bali, the sacred language of Theravada Buddhism.
มี5ประการ 1. แสดงธรรมไปตามลำดับ 2. อ้างเหตุผลแนะนำให้ผู้ฟังเข้าใจ 3. ตั้งจิตเมตตาปรารถนาให้ผู้ฟังนำไปใช้ประโยชน์ได้ 4. ไม่แสดงธรรมเพราะเห็นแก่ลาภ 5. ไม่แสดงธรรม
For the last 3 consecutive years, Wat Ban Khun has impressively ranked number 1 in Chiang Mai for having the highest number of students pass the difficult Bali exam. A big component of Wat Ban Kun is community. The novices work together, each playing a role in helping to develop a sustainable community. Regardless of one's background, they contribute a small part each day. Novices are shown how to navigate among a diverse society of peers, how to cooperate and care for others, how to give selflessly, and how to be a valuable part of a larger whole. Lunchtime is another opportunity for the novices to connect, learn, and train. While eating, the novices get to develop proper eating habits and manners like sitting up straight and not spilling their food. Each day, they learn to take the proper amount of food to have enough energy to last them for the entire day. However, not taking too much food where it makes them tired, thus developing the skill of consideration. They practice mindfulness by keeping their gaze on their own plate, eating in silence, and eating for its intended purpose, to sustain the body. While much of the day is spent learning and making physical contributions to the community, lunchtime is family time. Each lunch comes with an opportunity for one of the novices to share his own personal story, giving him a chance to be witnessed by others. light-hearted interactions with the novices and teaching monk build relationships and add a daily element of camaraderie over a shared meal. It displays that teaching monks care, loving kindness, and compassion for his young novices. As the day comes to a close, the novices end with evening chanting and meditation. While discipline and cleaning of the exterior world is stressed, the heart of the work is on purifying one's inner world. The long, arduous day serves to prepare the novices for meditation. While the novices may not have much materially, they live a life that is rich spiritually. With all the odds stacked against them, they bravely train themselves day in and day out and overcome the real enemy, oneself. They understand that the real battle is within. If one can conquer himself, only then does he inspire true change.
Thank you very much, Luang Pinik. This special documentary really inspired all of us, especially young men in Thailand and around the world. And make sure to like and subscribe Luang Pinik YouTube channel. Let us end our insight with the Lord Buddha's Dhamma quote. Self-conquest is far better than the conquest of others. Not even a god, an angel, Mara or Brahma can turn into defeat the victory of a person who is self-subdued or ever restrained in conduct. It's time for us to say goodbye and make sure to check out all episodes of our Brain Insight News program on our website gbnus.com. Thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful week. สวัสดีค่ะ